G'day, Paul here, and welcome to my hangar. Isn't it beautiful? 21 meters wide by 16 meters deep. It's huge, isn't it? Oh wait, that's right, it's still not here. It's January 2026, and we signed the contract a year ago. So, I did sign it for my partners, the primaries in this adventure. So anyway, it's the beginning of January, just a few days after New Year's, and I'm standing here at Gulwa Airport, and I just pegged out with the assistance of the airport owner our pegs, because they said, you know, put the pegs where you want them and we'll put the hangar there. I'm like, oh, okay, no survey work involved apparently. All right, so anyway, they promised us that by January sometime, hopefully by the end of January, the hangar will be up. It'll be huge. It'll be great. I'll show you a picture of one like it. It's over there. It's 5 meters tall, which is really tall. We'll have plenty of room. I'll also show you Gulwa Air's hangar. It's 23 by 19, so it's a bit bigger, but it'll give you a good feel. All right, so this is the Gulwa Air hangar, 23 by 19. So it's about 2 meters wider, and then it's got an extra panel in the back here. So ours will end right there. And our mezzanine will come across this way, and then we'll have a roller door in the back here. Yeah, there you go. We should be able to hangar 3 to 4 airplanes in there, depending on how many cars and stuff Bruce and Tosh bring home. And there's already a hoist over there we're going to install in the back of the hangar so he can work on his cars. Anyway, so there's a runway right here. That's the diagonal runway, and then the main runway is just over there, and then there's a crossing runway over here. So, and then the ocean is that way. In the wintertime, you can see the icebergs float by. I wish. There's my house for the next 6 months or more, my son and I. That was vandalized back in August. It took till December 19th to get fixed with all the going through paperwork and stuff, but thankfully it was fixed. It's ready to go. We're supposed to be leaving here in 6 days, taking that thing to Queensland to start building the Sling Hw. But my truck, my ute, developed a rattle in the idler pulleys, and I took it in December 4th to get it addressed. They said, yeah, we'll put a warranty claim in, order the parts, we'll get you back. 2.5 weeks later, I'm like, what's going on? Oh, we haven't done anything yet. Great, Christmas is upon us. I need a truck that works. Not long after that, the power steering went out and started spraying oil everywhere. So Monday, today's Friday, Monday it got towed to the dealership. They said, yeah, we got you booked in for January 12th. I'm like, January 12th? I'm supposed to be hitting the road January 10th. Oh my gosh. So anyway, this is the beginning of our Sling adventure. Well, not really. It's the airplane's already at the hangar, 2,000 kilometers that way. We just got to get there. So what's the plan? Well, Bruce and Tosh, the primaries on this thing, they live in the middle of Australia, and it's only 5 hours longer to come this way down to the top of the middle of South Australia and then shoot across and back up, because there's a desert in the way, the Simpson Desert. They should build a freeway across it, but they're not going to. Anyway, probably get covered in sand. They could go up towards Darwin and then shoot across, but it's flooded right now, so they'd have to go on dirt, and it would be long and dusty and dirty, and then again, a lot of roads in Australia covered in dirt. January 19th, the first rivets start to get popped by us, building the ailerons and flaps and fun stuff like that. The airplane has been sitting there since October. That's just when it arrived, and it was used as a Christmas decoration. And we're excited to get up there. It's just, how do we get this thing 2,000 miles that way? That way. All right, so the quick answer is, Tosh came up with this idea. Said, we'll drive down, since we're passing, generally speaking, and we'll pick you up, and you drive with us to Queensland, and then you drop us off at the airport, because they're going to Fiji for a week, as you do, right before you build an airplane. And I'll drive back here after I drop them at the airport, hopefully in the morning on the 8th, and then I'll book it back here in 2 to 3 days. It's 22 hours, give or take. So I'll be back here by the 10th or 11th-ish. My son's going to be staying with some friends from church. He'll be having a wonderful time, and then I'll pick him up. I'll pick this up. We'll head to Queensland. And by the way, this is the old side. You can probably tell the sealant underneath the windows. It was like this when we got it, but I need to replace that. These are looking a bit daggy, a bit Western Australian soil. You can see This looks, it's got a nice, that's Carragini National Park right there. That's red dirt and vibrating, and it was crazy. Anyway, there's the bike rack on the back. This is going to be our home for the next 4 months in Queensland. This is not my truck. I washed my truck and it came out like this. It shrank. I had it on. Love it when you get a fly in your mouth. Protein, right? Ugh. Now this is a friend's, and this is the new side. Doesn't it look great? So they did this in about 2 weeks. So they squeezed me in right before Christmas. I'm very thankful. So shout out to South Australian Smash Repairs. And it came with a new door, and it's got a mesh screen. Why am I telling you all this? I don't know. And then it's got a security screen, and it's got louver shade. We never had that before. We always had a jacket. All right, it's a bit of a mess, but yeah. So the beds fold out there. Front wall folds up, bed folds down. We put the tent up. We've got a lovely little dinette here. I'm unpacking and packing and everything else. Shower toilet in the back, because otherwise it's just an expensive tent without a shower toilet. And I got a fridge, cooktop, and the cooktop's really cool. Probably more information than you need, but it's got 3 gas burners and an electric burner for when you plugged into shore power. You know, like once you tie up to the wharf and stuff. Actually, it's not a boat. Anyway, all right, so way too much information. I'll probably cut most of this out. Maybe I won't, I don't know. And yeah, so this is it. This is going to be our home for the next 3 to 4 months while we're building the plane. And then in May, hopefully, we'll come back. We'll fly the airplane back here to the hangar that's right out there. And then we'll fly airline back to Queensland and pick this baby up. And hopefully, oh gosh, okay. I thought the screen door just smashed into my brand new side. This is all brand new metal, because the windows were smashed on the door and the kitchen window, and a bunch of holes poked in the metal side, and insurance said you got to replace everything. All right, so maybe this is too much information. I don't know, but this just went back together. So you can separate the hard outside wall door with the mesh door to get ventilation. And in a sunburnt country like Australia, that's a good idea. All right, so hopefully the next time you see, pardon the pile of dirt, that scraped off here, we got to spread it out. Water tanks will go here. There'll be a roller door on the back side here. So anyway, yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be great. So I can't wait. Anyway, this has been my life, trying to get this thing happening. And anyway, all right, rambling on now. See you in Queensland, hopefully.